to another video. My name is Jasenia, in case you are new to my channel, and if you're not new, then of course, welcome back to my channel. And I'm really excited about today's video because we're going to be talking about habit stacking. And if you didn't watch my April intentions video, definitely check that video out. I did mention in that video that I started to read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, and honestly I've been hooked. I kind of wish I would have known about this like a long time ago when I was trying to set routines and stuff like that. As I reflected on habit stacking, I feel like it's such an effective way to build a routine for yourself. And that's why I decided to make this video, because I feel like if you're trying to build a routine, whether it's a morning routine or a night routine, you're wired by our habits. And in order for us to like change our habits, is we have to replace new habits with our old habits, and we also have to do it little by little. Habit stacking is really like stacking on different behaviors, different habits onto each other so that they flow seamlessly. The goal is that when you are habit stacking, is that you are stacking healthy habits. So what you want to do is basically like lay out a list of what your ideal like morning routine would look like. So for instance, like if you just simply want to have like a morning routine where you wake up, you make your bed, you go brush your teeth, you go make your coffee, and then you get like slow movement in. Simple. Or if you want to just make it even simpler than that, it's like you wake up, you make your bed, and you brush your teeth. And then you want to write down on a second list of what your routine really looks like. What do you do? Like this is when it's time to reflect. Like, what did you do this morning? What did you do yesterday? What did you do the day before? What do you do when you come home at night after like, I don't know, a long day at work? What are the things that you're doing? You know, you have to reflect on all this stuff in order for you to make changes and routines in your life. That's why it's so important for you to make both of these lists. What I want you to do next is, on the list of what you actually do, is of course, look at it, reflect on it, and look at what you want to change. Is it leave the house without making your bed? Something like that. How are you going to replace this habit? How are you going to replace with habit stacking that you're making your bed? And it's as simple as, okay, well, when I wake up, I now want to wake up and make my bed. You have to think about too, like, why is it that you want to change this habit? Is it because when you come home from work and then you see your bed unmade, it's like an unpleasant experience? Is it because you're like, I don't know, it makes you feel better? Like, why is it that you want to change this habit? I think for you, understanding why you want to change certain things about yourself, it's important for you to know why. It's not just about like, oh, this is what people on Instagram are doing, this is what my friends are doing. Why do you want to make your bed in the morning? Any reason that makes sense for you is completely fine. You kind of just want to build from that. Like then the next day, as you wrote that down, this is going to be in the back of your head now that you just want to get up and make your bed. Just having that one small change in the morning, it's going to go a long way, because you're not trying to do like 10 different new habits. You're not trying to change like 3 different things in one day. It's just as simple as, instead of waking up and like, I don't know, taking a shower or doing other things that are going to distract you from making your bed, it's like, I want to wake up and I want to make my bed. Now that's going to be the plan for like the next 2 weeks. So now that you basically have been doing this new habit for 2 weeks, and then now you're like, okay, now it's time to like move on to the next new habit that I want to do, or next new habit that I want to change, or whatever the case may be. So again, this is an example, but like allow this to flow the way you would like it to be with whatever habits you want to implement or change and stuff like that. But now, okay, you're making your bed in the morning, boom. And now you're like, okay, after making my bed, I want to have a cup of coffee right away so that I'm awake. For instance, maybe sometimes after, like if you're making your bed, you go and grab your phone, and then you kind of like look at your phone for like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. And then you're like, okay, it's time to get ready. You go hop in the shower, or like you go and make your coffee, and now you're feeling kind of rushed. Now you also have to think about, why is it that you want to change this habit? And it's as simple as, I want to be able to make my coffee right after I make my bed, so that way I'm not rushing in the morning. Like I hate how I feel when I'm rushing. Or I want to be able to just have more time and be able to have a slower morning as opposed to rushing to everything. The next day, it's going to be in the back of your head that when you wake up, you're going to make your bed, because that's just your new habit now. And then you're going to go and make your cup of coffee. Boom. That is literally your habit stacking right there. Like, you are stacking healthy and good habits that are good for you to have a successful morning. And like I said, these are very like simple things, but they're very simple things that go such a long way, because I think that when you don't make your bed, or when you are just like killing time on your phone, like you're just rushing, you feel your mind is not at peace, and that really reflects on the day. Like that really reflects on like how you behave throughout the day, how you react to things, your mood, your emotional mood, like just all of those things. I don't think there's any limit to habit stacking, just as long as it makes sense for you and the time that you have, and how you want to devote this time with the time frame that you do have. If you have 30 minutes in the morning to get ready, or 1 hour or 2 hours, that is all up to you. It just really depends on your timing and what your schedule looks like. But I think this is such an amazing way and such a healthy way of building a routine that works for you, and doing it slowly. Because like I said, when you are suddenly trying to change things like out of nowhere, or like from one day to the next, or you tell yourself, okay, like tomorrow or on Monday, I'm gonna start doing like these 3 new things in the morning. Yeah, you might do them for like 3 days, but then after that, you kind of give up on it, because they're not habits. You're literally trying to do these behaviors that your brain is not used to. And in order for them to stick long term, you have to start small. You have to start little by little. And again, I know that it's so annoying to hear this, because trust me, like that is such an annoying thing to hear. I really, really hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, if it's something that you've tried in the past. What is your routine like now? Or like, what is it that you've done in the past that you're like, okay, that didn't work for me? Of course, like this video if you learned something, and of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you in my next video. Bye.